You know how many yards you got to cut to get a $16,000, $17,000 lawnmower? Well, yeah, a lot. And it's almost like, damn, man, that's a lot of yards you got to cut. And when I buy equipment, that's exactly what I think about. How many yards I got to cut? I'm not coming up with the answer, but I'm asking myself, damn, how many yards I got to cut to get my $15,000 back or whatever, you know? I do. I ask myself that. So today I'm going to be taking that new X-Smart I got. I'm going to take it over to the dealer, and they're going to change out that recalled voltage regulator. Okay, y'all. So y'all know that this is the newest X-Smart I got. It's a 2023 model. I bought it last year at the end of the summer, really. Let's see what I got here. It's only got, it's got what, 160 hours on it. And this is the one that's on the recall. So it's the voltage regulator right there that's they got to replace. Let's get over here and get the dealer on this, and he said it won't take but about 10 or 15 minutes. Okay, y'all, so that was relatively painless. It took them less than 10 minutes. So it didn't cost me nothing. So yeah, shouldn't, but it cost me a couple hours of time. That's always a factor, man. You gotta be aware of your time. That's a big thing out here, man. You gotta be aware of your time and understand that everything that you do, if it's, you know, is costing you time, and then you have to weigh whether it's important enough for you to do versus how much time it's going to take to do it. And that is usually what determines what I fix and what I don't fix as far as the equipment goes. I fix what I got time for and what I feel like fixing. And if you can just do that, then it's not as difficult to pay somebody to fix the things you ain't got time for. Because obviously if I don't have time to fix it, that means I'm doing something more lucrative than the money that I would save by fixing it myself. This time of year is when you really have more time to take care of this kind of thing, the truck brake, buying a truck, buying a skid steer, or buying a mower, or whatever. You know, if you're gonna buy a mower, I would have been done bought one. I wouldn't wait until you know, April to buy a lawnmower, because the availability is going to be more scarce, and when that happens, the price goes up. It does. I would never sell a lawnmower in October. I'm going to hold on to that lawnmower until April or May, like I did with the Ferris last year. Just little things like that when you're starting out, it really can set the tone for how your business grows or whatever. If you're spending all your time, you know, worrying if your equipment's going to start or not, or, you know, all that kind of thing, or the equipment is subpar and you're worried about it running or not, or starting, or flat tires, or everything. What I try to do is I try to eliminate everything that I'm in control of that could possibly go wrong with a mower. And the number one thing is, well, I don't buy subpar mowers. There was a time when I would, because I didn't have any money and I thought that I was saving money. And you have to step up gradually, you know. So I've had the homeowner zero turns and everything before I got these mowers. But once I got to these mowers, I would look back on things and I would be like, man, if I could have got that mower back, you know, 3 or 4 years earlier, then I probably could have grown the business a little bit faster, you know. But you don't know what you don't know when you're starting out, you know. So for somebody that's been doing this a long time, you know, though it's still a lot of money, to go out and spend $15K, you got to know that you can get your $15K back. So that means you got to know, well, you got to know you can get your $15K back, and you also got to know that you can pay your bills as well. You know, you have to do it all, you know, and that's why you have to plot and plan on buying mowers and stuff. You don't want to get your back on the wall and have to go buy a mower in the middle of July, because a lot of times, well, they might not be available, and you might buy something that for work that you're doing that you may not even be doing the next season. So that's why I don't buy 72-inch mowers. I just don't, because you don't save that much time on the big cuts with a 72 as you do a 60. I mean, of course, you're going to probably save a little bit, but you're going to lose that if you're trying to do the yard. I'm talking about the yards that I do. I got a disclaimer. I'm talking about the yards that I do. You're going to lose that in efficiency when you're on the smaller properties. You got to have a mower that can do it all in a roundabout time. And whenever I'm on more than 2 acres, we got more than one lawnmower on it anyway. My favorite is having 3 mowers running on big acres. If you can have 3 60-inch mowers running on big acreage, then and you're doing it regular enough, you can make money at that. But if you're just starting out and you see some of the bigger stuff that we do, you know, you might not want to take on a property like that if you don't have at least a couple of commercial mowers, or a couple of mowers where, you know, like the 4 big properties that we do over on the $1 Million Street, those are roughly 5 acres each. And if you went over there with 3 tractor mowers or 3 subpar mowers that aren't efficient, like the Exmark 60s I got, then you would be over there for 2 days. It takes us a solid day to do those properties as well as the detail. And if you were on a tractor mower, you wouldn't even be able to make money at it. Well, you would have to charge a lot more money than me, because you would be over there for 2 days making the same money I would make in 6 hours. You know, and your equipment's gonna wear out a lot quicker. You know, but back in the day when I got my first commercial zero turn, what I did is I still had a tractor mower, but I had already went through the tractor mower phase, is what I call it, into the homeowner zero turn phase, and then from there into the commercial zero turn phase. And once you step to the commercial zero turn mowers, well, you got to make sure you don't make the wrong move there on the deck size and everything, because it costs you a lot of money to get one of these mowers. You know, with this mower, I got it because well, I traded it in. I traded my Skag in, and they gave me like $8,500 on my Skag mower that had 560 hours on it. So at the end of the day, and it was paid for. So at the end of the day, I only had to come off of you know, $8,000 for this machine, and it's got the 12 tires and everything. So. So this mower right here should, never guarantee, I guess, should last me for the next, 3 or 4 seasons. And that's according to how much support I have for this mower, as in other mowers. Because the more mowers you have, the less wear you're putting on each individual mower. So this is gonna be the mower I run all summer. Unless the mower goes down, and then I will go with I will put somebody else on this mower, and then I will go with the mower that's, questionable, if you will. Because obviously, if it's a great mower, it's going to be in the starting lineup. If a mower goes down, then I'll be the one usually running the second string mowers, because if something happens, it won't start or whatever, I'll be able to know, I'll know why. At least any guy that I've ever had out here, they could figure it out. All right, y'all.